What's up, guys? It's WebSoak here. Today we have another episode of Minecraft MTA. Now I do apologize for the large upload gap. I've been delaying uploading because I wanted to first finish the R142 set, but the problem is I haven't had time to both model, build, and make videos lately. So I've just been working on the map off camera. My apologies for the mostly radio silence on my community tab. But I do have some new stations to show off. Now, one thing I'd like to mention before we start this is that I will be changing the titles of this map's videos from Minecraft MTA 3 to Minecraft MTA. This is to follow through with a statement I made in episode 1 of this season, which declared this season 1 of Minecraft MTA the season of the 1 and 2 trains. Now, to ease confusion, videos from the previous maps will be renamed to Minecraft New York City Subway 1 and 2. And without further ado, in today's video, we have the 135th Street station on the IRT Lenox Avenue line. Now, let's start out with the station history and information. The station ranks as the 137th most used station with an upward trend. Now, that's ironic considering that 2 places higher would match the station's street name. The station is served by the 2 and 3 lines at all times. In modern day, the station features a row of round green columns on each side, with some variation towards the end. The station's most noticeable feature, however, is the inclusion of a third track between the platforms, which is a contrast to the rest of Lenox Avenue, which only includes 2 tracks. So why the random third? As far as I know, it's just a layup track and nothing more. Other than that, the station features 2 exits on either side of Lenox Avenue, as well as an elevator each. The station itself, however, is the final junction for the 2 and the 3 lines, where passengers are presented with their final chance to either remain in Harlem or proceed to the Bronx on a 2 train. Another noticeable feature of the station is the uneven sizing of its fare control areas. Upon entering the station, it quickly becomes noticeable that the downtown lobby is much smaller than the uptown one. And what better to call this than a lobby, because it's not a mezzanine. According to what I've been told, plans once existed to convert Lenox Avenue to an express line. The additional space on the uptown side would have been required for the provisioned tracks. Despite often being overlooked by many rail fans, the station was one of the earliest ones to join the IRT system, opening November 23, 1904. The station opened the same year as the original IRT main line. 137th Street itself was opened under the IRT East Branch. Yes, it was originally called the IRT East Branch, not the Lenox Avenue line. The line would later, however, be renamed to the Lenox Avenue line, although I could find no proof of this name change officially taking place. The station itself was also amongst one of the earlier ones to be lengthened, reaching 10-car status as early as 1911, a fate that some stations would never know. Eerie. Fast forward to the 1990s, and serious tunnel reconstruction was needed at the station to address structural weaknesses that had formed. Such weaknesses had opened up as a result of the station's close proximity to the Harlem Creek, one of many hidden waterways lurking beneath the streets of New York. Now that we've learned about the station, let's take a closer look at the build in-game. Here we are in-game at 135th Street on the 2 and 3. Downtown in Brooklyn. Here we are at the intersection of 135th Street, and let's get right into this tour. So we start out here at 135th Street stations, downtown Brooklyn, it should be the northwest corner, northwest corner. Come in here, you can see the station is quite a bit deteriorated at some spots, missing tiles, so we come in through here at the northwest corner of 135th Street and Lenox Avenue with the exit there. We're entering from the smaller side. This is the downtown side, which means that the lobby is going to be smaller. We have an emergency exit there, high entry exit turnstile here. And we go over here, there's a lane of pillars here, just a row of columns, if you'd prefer to call them that. We have some MetroCard machines here, some service stores for staff. Other entrance here, exit 135th Street and Lenox Avenue, southwest corner. And then over here we have an elevator. Over here, this elevator does not actually work because some players from across the sea were having trouble with the elevators. So I'm not going to say who, but you know who you are. The reason we can't have elevators, I'm just messing around. Alright, so Entry downtown in Brooklyn. Did I pass something? I did. There's a high entry exit turnstile here and an emergency exit here. Oh, look, it didn't glitch out for once. That's cool. All right, entry 23 downtown in Brooklyn. Here we are on the downtown side, and welcome to the station. So, I'm going to say we could really go either way. There's a route sign there, downtown into Brooklyn via 7th Avenue Express. 2 to Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn, late night local stops here. Where's the here? I don't know. I guess someone took it. 3 late nights to Times Square. All right, that's, yep, that sounds about right. That seems to be all the information there is about the 3. Forgive me, I'm not really sure why it's missing. But it is. Here's the 135th Street Mosaic. I quite like it. Quite think it's pretty cool. So there you go, 135th Street Mosaic. Then you have the, I think you call these ornaments, the 135th Street ornaments. Trash can here. Have some empty posters. I did actually fill those in with 90s themed advertisements. If you notice those ads in the flashback sequence, they were actually 90s themes ads. 90s themed. Here we have a secret area. If anybody is just around and they want to chill, there's a little spot there. You can chill on the sofa there. Don't tell anyone it's a secret spot, though. I guess I just told everyone. Well, shit. Alright, so let's head up to the other end of the platform. You can notice here the ceiling is flat, whereas there it goes up a bit. And then I'm not sure, it might go down at some point. I think the other end, it was lower. Yeah, it was lower, whereas here it's a higher ceiling. Here you have some abandoned, not really, I guess they're probably abandoned because if they've been locked for however long they've been locked, I'm sure they're basically abandoned behind the doors. So you have abandoned restrooms, women, men, I guess technically just call them closed. Then we can go up here. No exit. Exit at middle of platform because the exit's only over there. There's no exit this way. Then you actually have 2 types of mosaics at this station. You have this type, which I think is pretty interesting. It's it almost feels like you'd expect it to exist in a video game. Oh, hello. We're in a video game. And the other one almost feels like the normal kind, whereas this kind feels like it was digitally inspired. So this one is sort of close. I don't actually know, now that I think about it, because it almost felt random how it was arranged. I thought this would have been the platform extension one, but it's not, because look. We have this one closer to the end here. And then you have this over here. This also changes. We have different 135th Street plaques. These are simulated. Whereas these are real. These are like they tried to simulate this with tiles. Because they couldn't get the original guy to redo it, I guess. Because, well, maybe he was dead or something. Because it's kind of been a while since they opened this when they extended it. Here you can see into the tunnel. That is towards the Bronx and Lenox terminal. And then here you can see the layup track and the local track merge over there. And you just see a signal chilling there on that pillar. Alright, now let's head down and we're going to go to the... Actually, you know what? We're doing this. I do wonder, why did I leave this like this? Fill that in. I don't know why I did that before. Why didn't I fill that in? Because I was aware of that, and I didn't. Alright, so we're going to look both ways. Here, let me go back. We're going to look both ways before crossing the tracks for safety, of course. Jump over the 3rd rail. Check both ways again, make sure there's no traffic. Alright. And, just going to cross back. Alright, no ladder here. That's questionable, but fine. So let's just climb up there. Alright, welcome to the Uptown and the Bronx side. And there was a speed limit sign right there. 20 miles per hour. We have this cool thing over here. I put this in. I thought it looked cool. I'm not sure what it is. I think it just controls electrical stuff. Probably shouldn't be messing with that. But there it is. And then, of course, you have do not enter across tracks. And you have this door, but the door is locked. See? The door is locked. Can't get in. Alright. And it's hard to see what's inside here because it is quite translucent, nearly opaque. So almost can't even see in there. Looks like the advertising boards were emptied out here. Here we have mosaic, help point here. You've pressed the button, I pressed the button. Okay, I pressed the button. Alright, we can continue down this way. At the bench, you can have a seat. You can wait 5 years for a 2 train to show up. 6 years for a 3 train to show up. You know, they kind of take a while. And there you go. Exit, middle platform, no exit. Empty mosaic here. Yeah, I'm kind of didn't do those ones. So, they're kind of not there. I might actually have someone do those now because I have actually started openly recruiting builders. So if you're interested in potentially becoming a builder or applying to become a builder, you can check out the applications in my Discord server. Read all the information. I do not want tourists, okay? So if you just want to come on here to look at the world, that's not going to happen. I'm not recruiting tourists here. I want actual builders that want to contribute to the world. Alright, Uptown in the Bronx, 2 to Wakefield, 241st Street, all times, 3 to 148th Street, all times. And then we're going to go out there shortly. I'm just going to go check out what's over here. See the much wider lobby over there. It's kind of foggy because it's morning. You know, that's just how it is. Apparently, during the morning, it's foggy underground. Yeah, this is the IND, apparently, where there's fog underground. Nobody really knows for sure why there's fog in the IND system, but there just is. And then if we just go, I'm just checking to make sure it's safe. Just go down here, then we can actually see this was the same door that went to the sofa area with the chill couch. And then we have this piece of graffiti, which was there in real life. Of course, I totally would know what's in the tunnels. Yes, it was there in real life. Let's climb back up. There we go. All right. Back out of the tunnels where we're not supposed to be. But, hey, I'm the foreman, so I can go into the tunnels whenever I want. Probably not. But, yeah. All right. Exit 135th Street and Lenox Avenue. Let's actually take this. All right. It's positioned wrong. All right. Now let's go through. There we go. Take the high entry exit turnstile. Alright, here's the much wider lobby, the other side, the Uptown and the Bronx side. Now, our means of getting over here were a bit questionable because I did cross the tracks illegally, but we're here now. So, you know, the ends justify the means. I am here. Alright. So, if we go over there, there's one exit. Let's go out here. I believe this is the southeast corner of Lenox Avenue and 135th Street. All right, go to the other side, and you have flat ceiling here again. We have this box here, interesting. All right, let's go over here. Probably nothing behind there. Very interesting over there as well. That's probably not supposed to be like that. Wrong button. So we're gonna do some live repairs, of course, as we always do. Live repairs, fix stuff up. There we go. Awesome. We have the elevator here. Out of order, so we can't take it. Alright, and here we are. Last exit. 135th Street Station. And here's how the elevator looks from the outside. I believe this was probably an old elevator. It was probably there from the start because if you look at the top, this is the old elevated type of ceiling that you saw since the dual contracts, but you know, not after the IND. So this probably was built before the 1930s. This has to be an old elevator, judging by that. And then you have signs, elevator. I really like the elevators here. I just like how this looks.